Prince Harry is unlikely to come back to the UK this year, despite the Queen celebrating her 70th year on the throne, because he'll find it hard to face his family ahead of his upcoming memoirs, a royal biographer has claimed. Tom Bower, who is currently penning a biography of Meghan Markle, told the Duke of Sussex, 37, faces the ultimate dilemma this year, as he must decide whether to make the trip to visit his beloved grandmother knowing that he is being paid to bare his soul for the much-anticipated book. Bower says that Prince Harry, whose daughter Lilibet, born in June, is yet to meet the Queen in person, will find it hard to be pleasant to his family knowing what he's written about them in that book. Bower claims the Duke of Sussex is using worries over his security as an excuse and says he knows that it's likely to be difficult to maintain friendly relations with the royal family following the release of the book. I think Harry won't come back because he knows he cannot face his family and be pleasant with him, knowing what he's written about them in that book, Bower said. That book will have a lot of casualties and cause a lot of hurt. It will really deliver, as Harry knows it has to justify the money he's been paid to do it. How can Harry come back and pretend it's all fine? The worst of what he will say is yet to come, he added. The author added not coming back would be a clear show of where Harry's loyalties lie, and that the Duke of Sussex could regret not introducing his daughter Lilibet to the monarch before it's too late. He's added that the Duke of Sussex has had plenty of opportunities already to come back to the UK, and the fact he and his family have not visited the Queen since settling in the US shows where Harry and Meghan's mindsets are. Tom also recently told that Meghan has no intention to coming back to the UK and simply doesn't care what the British public think. The commentators said the royal viewed the UK as a lost cause. Meghan's ultimate destination is unclear, but she certainly has the backing to make a bid to star as an American politician, he said. In parallel, Britain is a lost cause for the Sussexes. In truth, I suspect Meghan no longer cares whether she is welcome in London. She has no intention of returning. He added that while her popularity has fallen in the UK since getting married, her 3-day visit to New York in September was a remarkable success and she clearly enjoys support among Democrats, minorities and the young. It's the latest revelation released from the tell-all book and comes after he said Meghan was branded that minx by the Duchess of Cornwall, who thought she was a self-seeking troublemaker. The royal biographer suggested the Duke and Duchess' silence over the Queen's declaration that Camilla would one day buy Queen consort was Meghan's way of declaring war. Royal experts had previously warned that the potentially explosive book could burn further bridges with the distant Duke and the firm. And sources close to the Duke of Sussex fired a warning shot on that is likely to send chills through the royal family as news of Harry's potentially explosive memoirs reappeared. In other news, body language expert Jesus Enrique Roses explored Harry and Meghan's appearance at the NAACP Image Awards. First impressions always matter a lot and, of course, the first thing you're going to perceive is their general appearance, he said. Roses praised the Sussexes' choice of attire, saying, "This first impression was quite good." The expert explained how Meghan's blue dress was a very good choice when compared to some of her previous fashion choices at events. Roses explained some of the possible clues associated with Meghan's blue dress. First of all, it's closely related to the concept of royalty and I guess that it fits, if they are receiving the award as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, he noted. Meghan's dress color was similar in tone to the background. I don't know if that was on purpose. But what I can tell you is that this is a way to slim down her figure, Roses shared. He also noted how the diagonal dress lines point upwards in a progressive manner and balance with Meghan's asymmetric hairstyle. Meghan looked really comfortable, he explained, as she didn't clench her jaw or clutch Harry's arm tightly. They weren't holding hands, which is really odd, and she was just grabbing his arm with her fingers relaxed. Roses added, "I think she's trying to regain the attitude and the poise that she had a while back when she was far more engaged in charities and initiatives." The image that was displayed when the award was presented to the Sussexes showed Meghan and Harry walking down steps. Roses said the choice was significant. The image that they are trying to project is exactly that, stepping down from royal duties, he explained. My guess is that they wanted to project with that image that they were in a higher, privileged position. And they are stepping down to be more down to earth, Roses noted. As for their speech, Harry said, in part, I think it's safe to say that I come from a very different background than my incredible wife. Roses found some issues with the wording. This is the kind of verbal tactics that you use when you don't want to say something directly but instead want it to be implied in the people's minds, he explained. The expert continued, since his own background is one of massive privilege, Then saying that Meghan comes from a very different background implies that she is coming from an unprivileged background. And that's the narrative that she has been pushing over and over again, but we already know it's not true because she had opportunities that most Americans can only dream of. Roses said it's a bad idea to try to disguise your upbringing to make it seem that you come from a struggling household, just to create some kind of artificial empathy. Because people already know the truth that is a facade and it's hypocritical. The body language expert counted their appearance as an overall win but said some critics will wonder what did they do to deserve this award? In terms of execution, receiving the NAACP award went way better than most of their public appearances, he shared. But the real question is always a matter of substance. What is the actual work that you're doing to get any kind of recognition?